What if I told you that behind the fame, fortune, and flashing cameras, some of Black Hollywood's biggest stars were battling something far more dangerous than the tabloids ever admitted? Their talent made them icons. Their success made them unstoppable, but in the shadows, whispers turned into wildfire. These weren't just casual stories. They were nasty rumors that spread like poison, threatening reputations, careers, and even personal lives. From shocking betrayals to scandals the industry tried to bury, here are 14 nasty rumors about black celebrities that shook Hollywood to its core. 14. Whitney Houston's drug spiral before death. Whitney Houston's unmatched voice should have defined her legacy, but instead, it was rumors of her so-called spiral that filled headlines. Long before her tragic passing, tabloids painted her as a fallen diva consumed by addiction and chaos. Every shaky note, every missed step was twisted into proof of her collapse. Paparazzi lurked, eager to capture an unflattering photo, while gossip magazines portrayed her life as a train wreck. Yet behind the cameras was a woman grappling with real struggles, burdened by pressure, fame, and toxic relationships. The cruel stories only added fuel to her battles, turning private pain into a public spectacle. For years, the narrative of a superstar, broken by drugs, overshadowed the reality of her talent. In the end, the rumors became so loud they nearly drowned out the unforgettable brilliance of her voice. 13. Tupac's fake death theories. Few stars in history have been followed by rumors as outrageous as those surrounding Tupac Shakur. After his shocking murder in Las Vegas, the world mourned, but whispers spread almost instantly that he wasn't really gone. Fans swore he had escaped, pointing to cryptic lyrics, suspicious details in police reports, and mysterious sightings in Cuba and Jamaica. Some claimed he staged his own death to break free from the chaos of fame, while others believed darker forces forced him into hiding. Every posthumous album release, every grainy photo on the internet only fueled the conspiracy further. For decades, Tupac's name has been caught between reality and myth, his life story forever entangled with one of the most persistent and nasty rumors in music history, that his death was nothing more than an elaborate illusion. 12. Rihanna's satanic symbolism. When Rihanna's music videos and performances began showcasing dark, edgy imagery, the rumor mill spun into overdrive. Tabloids and conspiracy theorists labeled her a servant of the Illuminati, claiming her success came from devil worship. Symbols in her videos, outfits, and even hand gestures were dissected and decoded as evidence of a pact with darkness. The wild claims spread like wildfire, especially online, turning her artistry into a breeding ground for conspiracy. While fans saw creativity and bold self-expression, critics insisted she was sending hidden messages to a secret society. For years, the story followed her like a shadow, twisting her image from pop superstar to supposed cult figure. It remains one of the nastiest and most persistent rumors attached to her name, proof of how superstition can poison even the brightest careers. 11. Kanye West's staged public meltdowns. Kanye West has never been far from headlines, but some of the most brutal rumors claimed his breakdowns were staged for attention. From his shocking outbursts at award shows to public rants on live television, critics whispered that none of it was genuine, that it was all carefully calculated for fame. Instead of seeing a man struggling with mental health, gossip magazines and online blogs painted him as a master manipulator of publicity. Every controversial statement, every erratic move became evidence of an act designed to keep his name trending. The rumor hardened into a narrative that mocked his struggles, dismissing his humanity for spectacle. It became one of the cruelest storylines surrounding him, transforming real pain into entertainment and cementing Kanye as both a genius and a target in the eyes of the world. 10. Nicki Minaj's plastic surgery whispers. Nicki Minaj rose to fame with her sharp lyrics and bold persona, but the spotlight quickly shifted to her body. The gossip world erupted with claims that every curve, every angle, had been sculpted by surgeons. From her nose to her hips, tabloids endlessly speculated on what was real and what was altered. Even her talent was often dismissed, overshadowed by the obsession with her looks. Photos were compared side by side, fueling endless debates across forums and social media. What should have been a celebration of a groundbreaking female rapper instead became a cruel spectacle about appearance. The constant scrutiny fed one of the nastiest rumors of her career, that Nicki's success wasn't built on music or artistry, but on surgeries, erasing the recognition she fought so hard to earn in a male-dominated industry. 9. Megan Thee Stallion's shooting drama. When Megan Thee Stallion revealed she had been shot, instead of receiving universal sympathy, she became the target of vicious rumors. Social media twisted her story, with doubters accusing her of exaggeration or outright lying. Every detail was picked apart, from medical records to witness accounts, as tabloids fueled the fire with sensational headlines. What should have been a moment of empathy turned into a circus of suspicion, with her pain turned into a public debate. The rumors followed her into courtrooms, interviews, and performances, clouding her career with unnecessary drama. Rather than focusing on her groundbreaking success as a rapper, the spotlight remained fixed on whispers questioning her credibility. It became one of the nastiest and most hurtful rumors in recent memory, reducing a victim's trauma to nothing more than gossip for clicks. 8. Prince's mystery sexuality. Prince was a musical genius who blurred boundaries in sound, style, and identity. But behind his artistry, rumors about his private life swirled endlessly. Tabloids and gossip writers speculated about his sexuality, twisting his androgynous fashion and provocative lyrics into evidence of hidden truths. While Prince never owed the world an explanation, the whispers became constant, overshadowing his artistry with questions about who he loved. His bold refusal to conform made him an easy target, as critics labeled him mysterious, secretive, and scandalous. Instead of celebrating his creative freedom, the media turned it into scandal fuel, painting him as a riddle that demanded solving. The speculation became one of the nastiest narratives surrounding him, stripping away the focus from his unmatched brilliance and reducing his identity to rumor fodder. 7. Stevie Wonder can see. Perhaps one of the strangest rumors ever attached to a superstar is the claim that Stevie Wonder isn't really blind. For decades, whispers have circled that his condition was an elaborate act, pointing to moments where he appeared to react quickly or move with surprising precision. Clips and photographs were dissected as supposed proof that he could see. Instead of celebrating his extraordinary talent, conspiracy theorists tried to undermine it with a bizarre narrative that spread across comedy sketches, talk shows, and online forums. The rumor was both insulting and cruel, reducing a lifetime of genius to a supposed trick. Though baseless, it clung to Stevie's legacy, one of the nastiest examples of how gossip can cheapen the respect an artist deserves and turn admiration into mockery. 6. Lil Wayne's death hoaxes. Lil Wayne has lived much of his career under the weight of brutal and recurring death hoaxes. Over the years, social media has exploded with false reports claiming the rapper had overdosed, suffered fatal seizures, or collapsed from drug abuse. Each time, fans went into panic. Online news sites rushed to publish unverified stories, and hashtags declaring his death spread like wildfire. These rumors weren't random. They often surfaced during hospitalizations linked to his epilepsy, twisting real health scares into exaggerated tales of tragedy. Instead of concern, tabloids fueled the frenzy, treating his struggles as clickbait. For Wayne, a pioneer who influenced an entire generation of rappers, the constant whispers about his supposed death chipped away at the respect he deserved. His legacy of resilience and creativity was often reduced to whether or not he had survived another day. The cruel cycle made him a victim of one of the nastiest rumor patterns in hip-hop, where false obituaries seemed to overshadow his living genius. The irony is that Lil Wayne kept pushing forward, delivering new music and performances, while the world repeatedly buried him in headlines that refused to let him breathe. 5. Drake's industry plant allegations. Drake's rise from Canadian TV actor to international rap icon wasn't just meteoric, it was controversial. Almost immediately, whispers began that his success was no accident, but the result of powerful music executives pulling strings behind the scenes. The rumor branded him as an industry plant, a star whose fame was manufactured rather than earned. Every collaboration with big names, every award, and every record-breaking hit was painted as evidence of favoritism. Critics claimed he had skipped the grind that other rappers endured, dismissing his hard work as nothing more than strategic marketing. The speculation hurt because Drake built his brand on emotional honesty, often sharing his vulnerabilities in his music, yet the narrative tried to erase all of it. Instead of a self-made artist, he was portrayed as a carefully packaged product. These rumors became some of the nastiest in modern hip-hop, following him year after year, no matter how much success he achieved. They questioned his credibility, his artistry, and even his authenticity. For fans, the music spoke for itself, but the industry plant label became a permanent shadow, an ugly stain that attempted to undermine one of the most successful careers of his generation. 4. Janet Jackson's secret baby. Janet Jackson's legacy as one of the greatest performers in history has been haunted by a persistent and deeply personal rumor that she secretly gave birth to a child in the mid-1980s and hid it from the world. The story began during her early career when Janet briefly stepped out of the spotlight. Tabloids pounced, claiming her absence was proof of a pregnancy. The rumor went further, suggesting that the child was being raised by relatives, hidden away while Janet continued her career. For decades, the whispers refused to fade, resurfacing in interviews and headlines, no matter how often she denied them. The gossip wasn't just invasive, it was cruel, weaponizing her private life and turning it into a scandal that overshadowed her artistry. Janet, who already faced immense pressure from being part of the Jackson dynasty, had to endure a narrative that painted her as deceptive. The so-called secret baby rumor became one of the nastiest in music history, not because it was true, but because of the way it clung to her name. Even as she broke records, inspired generations, and pushed boundaries in music and performance, the shadow of that rumor lingered, a reminder of how relentless and unforgiving the gossip industry can be. 3. Lauryn Hill's industry blacklisting. Lauryn Hill was once hailed as one of the greatest voices of her generation, but after her groundbreaking album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, her career took a mysterious turn. Soon, rumors erupted that she had been blacklisted by the music industry itself. Whispers claimed that she spoke too boldly about corruption and control, and powerful executives retaliated by shutting doors in her face. Every canceled show, every public struggle, became fuel for the conspiracy that Lauryn wasn't just struggling, she was being silenced. The media painted her as unstable, while fans believed she was punished for speaking truth to power. Whether fact or fiction, the rumor became one of the nastiest to follow her name, overshadowing her genius and reducing her legacy to whispers of betrayal and sabotage. What should have been a story of triumph became a cautionary tale. 2. Aaliyah's tragic relationship scandal. Even in death, Aaliyah's legacy has been shadowed by cruel rumors about her personal life. Long before her plane crash, whispers followed her about her relationship with much older figures in the industry. Tabloids painted her as a victim, while others spread stories of secrets hidden by her family and label. Instead of being remembered solely for her talent and groundbreaking style, her name was dragged into endless speculation about who controlled her and what really happened behind closed doors. These whispers didn't fade after her passing, they only grew louder, tainting her memory with scandal. For a young woman who should have been celebrated as one of music's brightest stars, being tied forever to one of the nastiest rumors in R&B history remains one of the most heartbreaking injustices. 1. Michael Jackson's skin transformation. No celebrity faced more brutal rumors about their appearance than Michael Jackson. As his skin visibly changed, the tabloids declared war, spinning stories that he bleached himself to escape his black identity. Every magazine cover screamed betrayal, while late-night hosts turned his struggle into cruel jokes. What the world rarely acknowledged was his battle with vitiligo, a skin condition that robbed him of pigmentation and forced him to cover the patches with makeup. Yet, truth was never enough to stop the gossip machine. The rumor of self-hatred clung to him, overshadowing his artistry and haunting him until the end. Even as his music broke barriers, the whispers about his skin became one of the nastiest rumors in pop culture history, cementing how lies can scar even the greatest of stars. These stories remind us how easily lies and whispers can overshadow talent, success, and even truth itself. The question is, how many of these rumors were born from jealousy, racism, or pure malice, and how many still linger in the shadows today? If you want more untold stories and shocking secrets from the world of fame, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the conversation, because the next story might just change the way you see your favorite stars forever.